keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Julian saying to throw. Finds a man on the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Say it. Taken in by Smith on the right side. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeye.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Spits it out to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking for the completion. takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Zayn looking down the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Zayn. Here comes the heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
From the gun on 3rd down, Zayn. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. Trucks through the defender. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And guys, everybody needs to be on the same page. Those false starts in this part of the field, crushers. 2nd and goal. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Here's Mensah to throw. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Finds his man. It's Roberts. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
And the Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The run inside. It's Jackson. Finding some room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Mensah. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, though.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Julian with the play fake. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down, playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing, say it. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. State of State College, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arch is going to throw for it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Manning on play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Burnt orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it on the counter. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Manning from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Arch Madness. Got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful opening drive.
And he's in! Touchdown, Texas! Two-point conversion attempt coming up. Here's Arts to throw. Got his man in the middle. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the option, here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds a tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was 6.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing Manning. That's caught. It's Townsend. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Running inside. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it way down the field. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Manning gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll try to do it himself. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, Manning. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. It's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Arch is going to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Makes the catch. It's Townsend. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
To the air on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Manning to the air again. Unloads to the wide out. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Manning from the gun on third down. It's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Brown. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Could not make his way to the corner. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass. I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back...
Gonna take a shot. Upstairs to make the catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
They'll give it to him again. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll go to the counter. Could be an alley. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed.
He lets it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head and you're like, wait a minute, you're going
Let's go, defense, let's go.
But Cattell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Arch Madness. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get with it.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. The run inside. It's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Moving out to the right. He's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, they're lighting up the scoreboard, guys, because this QB already has over 200 yards passing, and they're not going to stop at this point. They're having success. So the defense, somebody's got to step up and make a play the way that guy did just there. Ball thrown deep down the field. It's you versus the other guy. Who's going to win? Can the defense now turn this thing around?
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go play action with Manning. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
He lets one fly deep. Goes high to pull it in. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field. And anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks. And so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch him because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third down from the gun, Manning.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Got a man. It's Wingo. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Hart's going to spin it again. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Fourth down, Manning. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Lets it fly. Working on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Manning with a play fake. Makes the grab. It's Smothers. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And how about this drive? Like this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
Here's Arch to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back down.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Throwing Manning. Nice catch for the 2-point conversion. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game.
It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Coach Dillingham told me pregame he understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Maybe some room here. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Back to throw, it's Bowling. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown ASU. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Smothers.
you know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
And here comes the offense on second down. Manning rushes on him, and he never had a chance.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Maybe a crease. The 40, the 30, at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep. And how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. Two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14. Sweep, sweep. Ready, go.
To throw, Manning. He was looking for the lead, and down he goes. A huge sack, and the offense still trails by 1. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
To the air, it's Bowling. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part.
Snags it, and he's open. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys, on this drive alone? This defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to pass, it's Bowling. Oh, they're after him! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Snags it, and there's running room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
This time he's got it. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Off play action on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. So now it's second and long. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on first and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 1 play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. To the air. It's Manning. Throwing right. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Manning to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in with one hand. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. A give to Brown. Pick up of 5. It's now second and 5. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Manning to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
It's caught. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Brown running left. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Texas offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Arch Madness. He's looking deep. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. The 40. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Swings it out to his running back. There he goes. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that.